Only in Ireland do you have a toilet with a sign on it saying voted Ireland's top toilet. Now here's this hotel on my left that I mentioned. This is where I stayed when I went over to Skellig Michael's. The bridge, the moorings, and the bridge bar is the pub to it. And the rooms in there are really nice. I know it doesn't look much from the outside, but inside it's gorgeous. So it's perfect if you're going to do Skellig Michael. Now this road is going to sweep up over another mountain here. It's epic piece of road, and it'll bring us down onto the Skellig Ring. And you'll see a sign here for saying the best cliffs in Kerry. Somebody's house is on top of a cliff and they're charging you a few quid to go in and look at it. Now they do look impressive now, and apparently they are amazing. But I'm losing time, like it's going out of fashion here. 7:45, and I actually just remembered I think I have 2 more drone stops. It's going to be after 8 o'clock before I get in tonight. Now, so there's Braehead. That's where we just came from. We were over there looking out to Skellig Michael's. Now, see the road there in front? It just goes up and then across. You got Dogleg. Kerry's most spectacular mountains. It's a great road, and then we drop down on the other side. I was going to go up there, but it says no entry on it, look. Private road, cul-de-sac, yeah. That's a pain. That is a pain. Right, let's crack on. And then we drop down. This zigzags down there, Skellig Michael again with Little Skellig. And then that tiny, tiny little rock to the left of Little Skellig, that's called Lemon Rock. And if you've watched the video I made about the planning and the routes for this trip, I mentioned there's a motorcycle touring company called Lemon Rock Motorcycle Tours. One of only 2 or 3 companies hiring bikes and doing bike trips here in Ireland. And actually that road tripper chap we passed, I think he's affiliated with them somehow. I think he does some of the ride outs with them. And they used to be based down here, actually in the right behind the hotel where I'm staying. That's where they had their offices, but they moved up to Meath, I think it is, or Kildare, I think it's Meath. Maybe probably because they needed to get closer to Dublin Airport, probably for people coming in from abroad, wanted to pick up their bikes and make their own way down. Now this is another spot that I've been down here millions of times before, and I just clocked this little place on Google Maps as I was building the route, so I must have driven past it dozens of times. But we'll go down and have a look. It's a little harbour that I spotted. Thank you. Jeez, that dog is well behaved. It must be a sheep dog. Jeez, just right on command he got him to sit. Oh, look at that for a view. Right over to Skellig's. Wow, okay, that doesn't get much better than that, does it? How far down can I go before this road runs out? Yeah, so that's Little Skellig's, and then that little rock jutting out to the left of it there, that is the Lemon Rock. What a cracking little tier. It's narrow though, I'm going to have to turn this yoke around. Pretty much at the bottom of the peninsula, but we're just going to go a tiny bit further south. I think this might be one of the furthest, most southerly points you can get on this peninsula. So we're just going to go up, just want to show you the Kilrelig Artist Village. And again, it's an old abandoned famine village that was left, but the old stone cottages are still there, and various artists come over and they change them, or they alter them, or they put something in them, and they're They're nice. They're probably not open, but just the buildings themselves are nice. But even more impressive is the view of where they're set. Now it's halfway up this mountain here, right on a cliff, coastal road. So it's a beautiful drive. This is the buildings here. These are the old abandoned famine village. Look at the old stonework on them. It's beautiful. But look at that for a view. So there's the McGillicuddy Reeks mountain range ahead of us. That's where we were earlier. So now the bike is pretty much pointing north, and we're going to be heading pretty much north for all the way back. Now coming back up on this side is a lot quicker than it took us to get down, but it's beautiful, but it's a much quicker road. So 7:44 is telling me it's going to get in at. I know this road is quick, so I could probably knock about 15 minutes off that. So apart from some of the roads that we're going to drive on, particularly down along a bit further on up here, there's one little ring fort I wanted to pull into as well, and try and get the drone over that, and then I'll be back onto the main road, and then it's just floor it. And the further north you get on this side, the less and less scenery. There's a big section that's got no scenery really in it at all. You're just flying until you get back up onto Mall's Gap and down through the Kilrelig National Park, and hopefully we'll get some nice footage there. We'll go out ladies view. So let's get out of here and up to the next section. We're coming into Waterville here. Nice little seaside town. And if memory serves me correctly, yeah, I already see him there now, is I believe Charlie Chaplin stayed here. There's a statue of him here. Here to my right, see where this man and lady are standing. Yeah, so I finally got the photograph. So it says Charlie Chaplin, Fiarna Scanning Cara on Curin, Copley into Shuna Inner and Murderna. For the man who made the movies, speak in the hearts of millions, Charlie spent many years in our midst as a welcome and humble guest and friend to many. This image was created by sculptor Alan Ryan Hall It was funded by the generosity of Josephine Chaplin and by the EU Leader Programme. IRD Waterville, our local community organisation, initiated this project, which was unveiled in July 1998. Yeah, so you must have holidayed here quite frequently. Oh, that's interesting. It's he's somebody that you wouldn't expect to be in Ireland, you know. Although Lauren and Hardy were in Ireland as well. They were in Dublin. I think not long before they started going broke. I think they were already in the process of being broke at that stage. They were trying to go on tour to raise money for themselves. So yeah, that's interesting. The old Charlie Chaplin one. Now there's a left turn here. I'm not taking it today. I've planned a slightly different route for myself today. I did it last year. Beautiful golf course here. But where's the turn? Where's the turn? It's here, this turn here. There, Glenmore, that turn there. Go down that road if you're doing this route. I've done it several times, so I'm just skipping it today. Stunning, 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 stunning road with a beautiful lake. And I have some beautiful drone footage of it. So roll it there, Colette. So as you can see, it's beautiful. It's a dead end, so you have to come back out of it. Well, I think it's a dead end. You may be able to get through it, but to continue on with this flow of this route, I just come back out of it. What a road! Now, there's a great lookout point here. So just pop in and out of it. It's called Kumakista. 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 How's that for a coastal drive? Look at this! Taking a turn off here somewhere. Okay, so let's see where this brings us. Never been down here before, I don't think. At least I don't remember being down here. But anything is possible. It's pretty narrow and there's not too many pull-in points. So I don't want to meet anything coming up. I I'm about to meet something, aren't I? I've just jinxed myself. It's not very squiggly looking on my sat nav. Well, I've definitely never been down here, that's for sure. Well, I remembered this. Oh, that's lovely. Look at the beach. Little pull in here. Pull in for a second. Let's have a goosey gander. Big sandbar there. .7 kilometers this thing is still going down. Okay, well, let's see where this rabbit hole takes us. It kind of reminds me of the Sheeps Head here. The road has that kind of look about it, you know, topsy-turvy. I'm assuming there's some sort of a car park with a viewpoint or something at the end of this. I put this route together probably about a year or two ago, so I can't remember what it was. I must have seen something at Street View level that said, oh, we'll go down there. But I don't remember what. Right, so it's a dead end, so I'm gonna make my way back. I was hoping to get some drone footage just there because it's a beautiful little harbour and all, little pier there. But there's a young family there swimming, so I don't want to be rude and interrupt them with a big camera flying over their head. So I'll go up. I thought I saw a lay-by in there a bit further up, and I'll get it a bit further up. Now, is he waiting for me or am I waiting for him? I saw a car coming that time. He could be waiting for me. I think he's waiting for me. Thank you. Yeah, we were waiting for each other and then both of us got sick of waiting. Try and get a bit of that beach. I'll come out and try and catch, because it is very like Sheeps Head actually. Right, let's see if we can get this. And I got some drone footage there. Hopefully it turned out. If it did, roll it there, Colette. yeah, so let's push on. And that's exactly what I wanted to do today, was go find somewhere that I haven't yet been on this peninsula. So it was a bit of a, I mean, you can't come to Ring of Kerry and not do the Ring of Kerry. So we got to do that. But now I found some new spots. That's beautiful. There's that house. Look, it's shaped like a boat. At the front of a ship. That is pretty cool.